Hey, tribe. Today we're talking all about mental health self-care and how we can create up to a 30-minute routine so that we can restore our mental health and get back on track. So let's dive in. If you're like me and have been experiencing some mental clutter and just kind of feeling like you're all over the place, and you're like, oh my goodness, how can I clear my mind so that my mental health is doing well, so that I can be more focused in other areas of my life? I believe that this 30-minute routine, and you don't even have to take the full 30 minutes. If you can just implement this either in the beginning of your day or at the end of your day, it makes it so much better. Now, of course, one of the things is going to be journaling. I cannot stress that enough. And man, this is for you too, because I know a lot of men like, journaling. Use another word for it if it make you feel better. But for real, there are some things that we can do to help clear the mental clutter and to help us get focused and also give us better sleep hygiene, also prepare us for the day. That's why it's important that you either implement it first thing in the morning or in the evening before bed, or both for real if you can. And that's why I said it doesn't have to take 30 minutes. 30 minutes will be great so that you could dedicate about 10 minutes to each section of this routine so that you can declutter your mind and get focused. So number one is, of course, to journal. Y'all know I'm always going to talk about journaling because it is so great for your mental health. You need to have a safe space for you to express yourself so that you can feel good about yourself, and also so that you can understand your feelings. I think a lot of times we don't go back and reread what we've written or see how far we've come. And that's why keeping a record is important. That's why journaling is important. Now, if you are one of those people like, I don't want to keep up with a book or anything like that, you can also take voice notes in your phone. You can, that just show how old I am. You can take voice notes in your phone. You can type it in your phone, however you want to do. Create a folder, and you can always create private folders and secret folders on your phone so that, if you're concerned about someone else having access to your thoughts, or like if you lose your phone, you don't want somebody to have access to it, you can put a security code on it. But you need a safe place to express yourself, because everything ain't for public consumption. Everything ain't for everybody to know. Even though we should have people that we feel comfortable sharing our thoughts and our heart with, you still need to begin with yourself. So you want to make sure that you have a safe place for that. So you're going to first start with journaling. I would say take up to 10 minutes. If you like me, sometimes, baby, it'd be way more than that. That little 10 minutes ain't nothing. That's why I said that you're going to make this routine your own. However long that you need to take, that's how long it's going to take. So I would start off with journaling so that you can clear your mind, and also add in some gratitude. What is it that you're grateful for? What was the great thing that happened today? What was a good thing that happened today? Because sometimes, even on our worst days, there are still some good in those days, and we have to remember that. So make sure that you're writing that down so that you can be grateful and you can feel good about what happened in the day. Then next, I would include prayer and meditation. You want to take time to express yourself to God and to also have a dialogue and not a monologue. When we pray, it's often a monologue, but we never spend the time to listen. So you want to make sure that you're also meditating, being quiet, sitting in stillness so that you can still your mind, so that you're able to hear what is it that God is saying to you. Or what is it that you need to be quiet about? Because a lot of times, sometimes we just talk too much. And we just need to be quiet. And sometimes when our mind is chattery, it's because we chattery and we need to be still and be quiet. And another way to clear your mind so that you can quiet it is something that I've been learning. I've been taking this mindfulness class. And one of the things that I love that she taught us is, I forget what kind of exercise she calls this, but basically what you're going to do is you're going to sit in a chair or somewhere comfortable, kind of like how I'm sitting now, but you're going to sit with your feet planted and with your hands rested on your lap. Nothing crossed. You just want everything to be straight up and down. You're not crossing your legs at the ankle. You're not crossing your legs. You're not crossing your arms or anything like that. You're going to put your hands here, and then you're going to close your eyes. And when you close your eyes, you're just going to be quiet and think about four of the senses, because your eyes closed, so you can't use your sight. But what are you tasting? What are you smelling? What are you hearing? What are you feeling? And the thing that I found is that a lot of times I have felt that I am I'm like this. I have found that there's a lot of tension in my body, and I'm like, oh shoot, I need to relax. And so you want to take that time to actually relax your body, to see how is it that I'm feeling in my body? What am I feeling? What am I tasting? What am I hearing around me? How is it that I can quiet all of this noise? If you know what that's called, put it down in the comments. I don't know what it's called. I can't remember what she said it was called. But I really like that because it helped me to release the tension in my body. And I want to add a bonus too, is to even add stretching, because sometimes that tension in the back of our head and our necks is because we haven't been stretching. And when we're sleeping, we're not really sleeping on proper pillows and things like that. So you want to let off the excess tension of the day. So a great way to do that is to also implement stretching. You can do this before or afterwards, or make it part of this routine. Whatever it is, you just want to make sure that you are relaxing, that you are stretching yourself so that you feel more limber, you feel better, that you'll feel better throughout the day. And also it will help you with your sleep hygiene. Okay, so I hope that these tips were helpful for you. I know that this was kind of a quick video, but I just wanted to make sure that we talked about a little bit about how we can have a mental health self-care routine, because we talk about all the physical parts of it, right? We talk about how we're going to take bubble baths, doing things that we enjoy, hobbies that we enjoy, being creative and things like that. But a lot of times we forget to think about, how can I calm my mental health? How can I focus on my mental health as well? So you can implement this. It can take all of 10 minutes. It can take 45 minutes, however long you want it to take. But the point is to make sure that you are spending time on you, making sure that you are decluttering your mind, that you are clearing your mind of all the gunk so that you can allow joy in, that you can allow newness in, and so that you can prepare yourself for your day, or prepare yourself for the nighttime so that you can have sweet and beautiful rest. Okay, so I hope that these tips were helpful. Which tip was most helpful to you? Let me know down in the comments. And I just love you guys to life. I hope you have an awesome week, and I will see you in the next video.